All right, we're going to start today. So have your blanket right there. We're not going to sit, we're going to start from child's pose. So find your way, and I am going to let you uh, improvise. So play with your child's pose if you want, having your knees wide as your hips, or if you feel like you can have a little bit wider, kind of like the edge of your mat and the big toes touching here in the back. So from this sitting position, we're going to walk the hands and then release the chest, the belly, and the forehead towards the floor or towards the block if you cannot touch the mat with your forehead. And just bring the elbows out to relax your shoulders and to have some opening in between the shoulder blades. Forehead to your hands or towards the block. And as you are here in Balasana, child's pose, just take the moment to breathe in and out. Do it in everywhere, every way you like at this moment. Nothing to think too much about. Just watch your breath, deepen the breath, or just watch your regular breathing pattern. Nothing changing too much. Just be here. Feeling the gentle stretch of the lower back going down into the sacrum. The gentle opening of the back of both hips. And if you have your legs, your knees wide, just feel your pelvic floor softening as you inhale and exhale. Deepening now the breath. If you are not engaging that long, deep inhales and exhale, this is the moment to begin to slow down your breath. And from this position, slowly walk the hands to the left side of the mat, placing the right palm on top of your left hand, relaxing elbows, forehead, and elbows down towards the floor. Easy breathing here. And lifting the head and the chest slightly off the mat, walking to the opposite side. In this case, place the left palm on top of your right. Relax elbows, shoulders, forearms towards the mat, and feel the gentle stretch in between the rib cage. Slowly pick up the head off the mat, walk the hands back to center neutral spine, moving slowly to tabletop. And if you have your knees wider than the hips, place the knees wide now as the hips. Move the hips again towards the heels, relaxing into Balasana. And this time, please bring the arms down by your side, relaxing the shoulders, the elbows towards the floor, and place the forehead towards the floor or towards the block. And we're going to gently stretch the back of the head. So be nice with this movement from the forehead. We're going to lift the hips off the heels, rocking to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, release the forehead down towards the mat and release the hips to the heels. Inhale, pick up the pelvis, rocking from forehead to the crown of the head. And exhale down to Balasana, child's pose. Again, hips up from the forehead to the crown of the head. And exhale down to child's. Couple more rounds, moving slowly, stretching those muscles, connecting with the base of the skull. And exhale down to Balasana. One last, picking the hips up, rocking to the crown of the head. And exhale down to child's pose. Take a moment here. Just feel again the stretch in the lower back, middle back, back of the hips. And from here, bring the hands forward and gently find your way back to tabletop position. Placing the right hand, the weight on the right hand, open and twist to the left, gentle twist. Exhale, left hand down towards the floor. Inhale, open and twist to the right. And exhale, hand down. Opposite side, inhale, open and twist. Exhale, hand down. Open and twist to the right. Exhale, hand down. One time each side, more side. Inhale to the left and exhale down. Last round, inhale, open and twist to the right. And exhale, hand down. Now place the elbows under the shoulders, forearms to the floor. Interlace the fingers, tap the toes under, coming to dolphin pose. Inhale, straighten the knees, hips up, heels towards the floor. Heels up, knees down, and release. Hold it there. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, lifting, straighten the legs and press the heels towards the mat. Crown of the head is pointing toward the floor. Heels up and knees down towards the mat. Keep the toes tucked. One more time. Inhale, lift, and exhale, press to the heels. Gentle stretch of the calf muscles and Achilles tendon. Inhale, lift, lower towards the mat, top of the feet flat on the floor. Separate the hands, palms toward the floor, press, lift the elbows, right hand on the right shoulder, left hand under the right shoulder. From here, take an inhale, drop the belly down into cow, round the spine into the cat. Inhale, open the chest, arching. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, opening the chest and drop the belly. Exhale, round into the cat. And a couple more rounds here. Slowly mobilizing the spine. And then rounding, let's go to Balasana, child's pose again. Release forearms, elbows, forehead towards the floor, towards the block. Take few rounds of breath here. Moving back to tabletop position, tucking the toes under. Now, as we inhale, engage the core, lift the hips and to downward dog. Chin to the chest, heels down, shoulders away from your ears. Take a nice inhale, lengthening the spine, heels up, knees down towards the mat. Extend right arm forward, left leg go back, holding position. Press to the left heel, activate the core, keep your neck neutral. Use your breath. Take a nice inhale, right hand down, left knee down, tuck the toes under, press, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels down, chin to your chest, shoulders away from your ears. Heels up, knees down, tabletop, activate the core, right leg goes back, flex the foot, activate the belly, and left arm by your left ear. Holding position. Nice, easy breathing. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right knee down, tuck the toes under, press, downward dog. Chin in, shoulders out and down, and heels down. Take a nice inhale, knees down to the floor, tabletop, top of the feet flat on the mat. Move down to Balasana. Relax your forehead towards the mat. Soften shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands. Activate the belly, Chin in, bring the arms forward and up, standing in kneeling position. Bring the arms out and down towards the hips. Shoulders up, back and down. Shoulders forward, down, back and up. Opposite rotation, up to the ears, back and down. Up to the ears, forward, down and back. Up to the ears, back and down. Up to the ears, down and back. Inhale, arms overhead. And then release, arms down and behind you. Interlace the fingers and then move the hips towards the heels. Gently drop the chest, the belly towards the floor, and then bring the hands off the sacral up to the sky. Open in front of the shoulders, the chest. Take a nice inhale and exhale, hands down to the sacrum. Release the palms, engage the core, arms out and up, overhead. Exhale, arms out and down towards the hips, shoulders forward, up, back and down, shoulders forward, down and back. Arms out and up, arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows, move the hips to the heels, activate the core to slowly, gently lower the chest, lower the forehead towards the mat or towards the block, and bring the hands up to the sky. Exhale, lower the hands down to the sacrum. Release the hands and engage the core to come to kneeling position. Bring the arms overhead. And exhale, arms out and down towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down, shoulders back, up, forward and down. From here, please bring the left foot forward into the 90-degree angle. Make sure that your knee is not open. It's just in line with your left ankle. And then hands down to slide the right knee slightly back. From here, inhale, bring the hands towards your left side and move the chest away from the thighs. Crown of the head is pointing towards the floor. Nice, easy breathing. Work on opening that right hip flexor. Concentrate on your breath, please. And from here, both hands down towards the floor. Straighten your left knee, pick up the ball of the foot, move the hips back. Chin to your chest, relax your neck. And I work on hamstring stretch here. Flex your left knee, move the chest forward, tuck the toes under your right foot, pick up the knee off the mat, high lunge and rock forward and back. Forward and back. Press with the heel as you go back. Just stretch those calf muscles. If you're skiing, if I don't know, I mean, there's not too much snow the ski bike, but if you're hiking or doing any, it's just good to stretch that right calf muscle. Oh God. And then from here, just walk your left foot to the edge of the mat, place the left hand under your left shoulder, and then drop the knee down, top of the foot flat on the mat, and sink the pelvis and the hips towards the floor as you flatten the upper spine. Nice inhales and exhales here. Again, remember that your left knee should be over to your left ankle. We're deepening even more that iliopsoas stretch, and then walk the left foot again in line with your left hip. Bring the left foot back, the left knee back, and then move down to Balasana, Child's Pose. As you're lying down, you're not lying down. If you are in Balasana, Child's Pose, just feel perhaps the right hip flexor more open than the left. Now we're going to work on the opposite side. Walking into tabletop position, stepping forward the right foot, find the 90-degree angle, and then slide the left knee back. Hands to your right thighs. This is to press the hand up against the side and move the chest and the belly away. We want to find that nice opening there on the front of the body. Soft shoulders, soft elbows by your rib cage. Keep breathing as you gently move the hips and the pelvis towards the front of the mat. Couple more round of breath, both hands down. Couple more round of breath. Inhale and exhale, hands down towards the floor, straightening the right leg. Pick up the ball of the foot, moving the hips back, and relax your chin into the chest. Flex the right knee, tuck the toes under your back foot, pick up the left knee off the mat and rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And then release, and then walk the right foot to the edge of the mat. So both wrists now are right under your shoulders, and you're pressing the pelvis and the hips towards the mat as you lift the chest. Close your eyes and concentrate here on the big breath. Lengthening again, inhalations and exhalations. Keep gently pressing to the left heel to keep slowly opening even more your left iliopsoas. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say drop your left knee down. That'll do more. So just do that if you haven't done already. And then walk that right foot. Make the right foot be in line with your right hip, and then the right knee comes back to meet your left knee. Let's all move back to child's pose again. From here, let's all find our way to table. Tucking the toes under, activate the core to lift the hips, to straighten the knees, heels towards the floor, chin to the chest, and then let's all walk to the back of the mat. Take your blanket from the mat, please. Bend the knees and grab from the opposite elbows to relax your neck, to release your lower back if you have any tension there. And from here, relax the hands down with heavy arms, heavy head. Let's bring the spine, the trunk slowly, one vertebra at a time, up to upright position. This is Samastiti. Draw the shoulders back and down, elbows by the rib cage, and palms together into the heart center. Feel your feet. Notice the arches. See if you are collapsing the arches towards the floor. You try to press through the outside of the both feet to keep your legs in alignment, the ankles with the knees and the hips. Slow down the breath again, please. And with the next inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Nice long spine, palms facing to each other, chin to your chest. Exhale, bend forward from the hips. Relax the hands down towards the floor, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Inhale, hands under the knees to move the chest away, and let's come into 90-degree angle. Flex the knee, engage the core, bring the arms by your ears, palms facing to each other. Engage, and lift the spine. Come all the way up, standing up, and then hands down towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, arms out and up, chin in, belly in, nice long spine. Move the hips back. Exhale, moving slowly with exhalation, lower the hands down to Uttanasana. Inhale, hands under the knees, flat back, 90-degree angle, shoulders back and down. Exhale, fall forward. Bend the knees, sweep the arms forward by your ears, palms face into each other. Activate the back muscles, the belly muscle, lift the spine, slowly straighten the legs. And exhale, hands down towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, arms out and up, belly in, chin to your chest, palms face into each other. Exhale, move the hips back and lengthen the spine with a nice long exhalation as you lower the palms down towards the mat. Inhale, hands under the knees, 90 degrees. Exhale, fall forward, bend the knees, bring the arms by your ears, chin stays in. Activate the core, lift the spine, straighten the legs slowly, and exhale, arms down towards the hips, shoulders forward, back and down. 3 more rounds, working, strengthening those back muscles in the belly. Arms overhead. Same time we're stretching hamstring. Chin in, belly in. Exhale, move the hips back. Nice flat long spine. And exhale, hands towards the floor. Inhale, palms below your knees into the flat back, 90 degree. Exhale, fall forward, bend the knees, sweep the arms forward by your ears. Inhale, engage the belly, back muscle, lift the spine, slowly straighten the knees. And exhale, arms towards the hips. Shoulders forward, up, back and down. Couple more rounds. Inhale, arms out and up. Repetition. Belly in. Move the hips back, flat back. And exhale, keep the chin in and lower the hands towards the floor. Inhale, hands under the knees, belly, shoulders back and down, flat back. Exhale, fall forward, bend the knees, arms by your ears, activate the core, lift the spine, and slowly straighten the legs, arms out and down, shoulders up, back and down. Last round. Inhale, arms overhead, chin in, belly in, and then move the hips back. And engage the core to bring safely the spine down towards the mat. Inhale, hands under the knees, flat back. Exhale, fall forward. Flex the knee, activate the core, chin in, arms by your ears, lift the spine, slowly lift straighten the legs, arms down, hands to the hips, shoulders up, back and down. Good job, everyone. Hands to the heart. Checking in with the heart rate. And check in here with your breathing rate. A few more round of breath. And release the hands down by your hips. From here, let's grab our block, please. We're going to work here asymmetrically. Hips and leg strength and a spine. Again, back muscle of the spine and abdominal muscle strength. So let's have your block. I'm going to start with placing my left foot under my left hip, and that right block is right under the right hip. So in other words, my block is not touching my left foot. I want to have some distance, like hip width this distance apart. I'm placing the right block, my right foot on the right block. All right, from here, hands to the heart. Inhale, coming to the toes on your left foot. This is balanced too. Lower the heel, flex the knee, and move the hips back into chair pose. We're not leaning forward. We want to have the spine and the crown of the head pointing up. Straightening both legs and lifting. Lowering the heel, flex and move into chair. Inhale, straighten and lift the heel up. Balance, belly in. Exhale, heel down, move back. Keep the chest. Lift the chest. Heels up, heel down, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten, heel up, heel down, flex and down. Activate the core. Inhale, lift, flex and lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift, lower, flex and down. 1 last. Inhale, lift, flex and lower, and hold. Breathing in and out. Move the hips back more. Go sitting deeply if you can. And again, if you're leaning forward, activate those back muscles in the belly to bring the spine and the chest up. Inhale, straighten and release. Arms down. Place the right foot down. Shoulders up. Back and down. Shoulders up. Back and down. And 1 more time. Now let's place the left foot, the block on the under the left hip, the right foot on the right hip, and left foot on top of the block. Now we're going to open and close the arms. So we have some chest and shoulder movement here, okay? Inhale, come into the toes, right foot. So right heel comes off the mat. Lower the heel, flex, open the chest into cactus, move the hips back. Don't lean forward, keep the spine lifted. And straighten the legs, hands together. Lower the heel, flex, move the hips back, chair, open. Inhale, lift into the heel and the toe. Flex and lower, open the chest, guide the shoulders back. Inhale, straighten hands into the heart. Flex and lower. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, lower, flex and cactus. Inhale, straighten and lift the heel. Heel down, flex, open the chest. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Lower, flex, and open the chest. 1 more. Inhale, standing. Flex and down and hold. And lift the chest even more. Crown of the head is pointing toward the sky and move the hips back. Work on those, strengthening those knee muscles. Strengthening the quads, the hips. And then slowly straighten, hands down, left foot down, shoulders up, back and down, up, back and down, up, back and down. Hands to the heart, take a moment here and feel the breath. Notice your heart rate and the quality of your breath as it feels a little bit short. From here, hands down towards the hip. So if you have your block there, please remove the block from the mat and let's have your feet wider than your hips. The toes are pointing to the corners of the mat in an angle. And again, if you feel like your arches are in, press through the outside of your hips. Working here first. Inhale, flex the knee and open into cactus goddess pose. Inhale, straighten hands together. Exhale, lower and hold. Right heel up. Exhale, heel down. Left heel up. And exhale, left heel down. Straighten the legs, hands to the heart. Exhale, flex, lower, goddess pose. Inhale, straighten and back to center. Exhale, flex and lower. Hold. Right heel up and down. Left heel up and down. Straighten hands into the heart. Exhale, flex, lower into goddess. Inhale, straighten hands together. Exhale, flex into goddess. Right heel up and down. Left heel up and down. Straighten hands to the heart. Exhale, flex into the goddess. Inhale, straighten into the heart. Exhale, flex and lower. Hold. Right heel up and down. Left heel up and down. And straighten the legs. Hands down by your hips. Shoulders up, back, and down. Hands to the heart. Reconnect back with the breath. Notice your heart rate. And lower the hands down by your hips. Now rotate so the heels are in line with your toes. So heels basically parallel. And then your block, place the block somewhere in between. And remember the 3 levels you have in your block: level 1, level 2, and level 3. So because we're going to go going down and touching the block with the hands, so you need to have adjust the height of your block here. With the next inhale, arms to the side in T position. Belly goes in, chin in, and reach with the spine and lower the hands down towards the block. Place your right hand to the center of the mat, to the block. Flex your right knee, open and twist to the left. And exhale, left hand down to the block. Flex your left knee, open and twist to the right. And back through center. Flex your right knee and twist to the left. Back through center. Flex left, open and twist. Back through center. Flex right in to the twist. And palm towards the mat. Flex left into the twist. And back through center. From here, slowly, let's walk the hands to the right foot. Turn the right foot pointing to the front of the mat, and left heel is pointing to the back. Release the left knee towards the floor, top of the left foot down to the mat, and the right knee comes to meet your left knee. Let's all move for a moment to child's pose. Elbows out. Relax your neck, your shoulders, your belly, your hips, and especially your lower back. Take a moment here. For this one, let's protect the knee, so bring the blanket back to your mat, please. And let's come to kneeling position. From kneeling position, arms out and up, long spine, belly in, and move the hips back to lower the hands into tabletop position on with the wrist under the shoulders. But here, instead of having the knees under the hips, we're going to move them slightly back. Let's work on strengthening shoulders and arms. So first things first, the belly and the back muscles can super engage. We're going to lead with the chest, flexing the elbows, guide the elbows by your rib cage, and lower the chest halfway down as far as you can go. And then slowly straighten the arms and move the hips slightly back. And rocking to table. Activate the core first. Lead with the chest, flex the elbows, lower your chest halfway down. Inhale, straighten the arms, belly in, and move the hips slightly back. Relax your shoulders and elbows. Back to table. Belly in. Hug your spine with your abdominal muscles, and exhale, flex the elbows to lower yourself. Inhale, activate the core always to straighten the arms and move the hips slightly back. Soften shoulders, elbows, and wrist. 2 more rounds. Inhale to table. Exhale, belly into the spine, flex the elbow, lower down. Inhale, straighten the arms, belly in, and move the hips back as you relax shoulders, elbows, and wrist. One last. Inhale, back to table. Flex the elbows and engaging as you lower it down. Inhale, straighten the arms. Flex the elbow, relax the hips to the heels into child's pose, and bring the arms down by your side. So relax your arms here by your legs and palm facing up. Elbows slightly bent, shoulders flexed, shoulders relaxed towards the floor. Take a moment. Lift the head, lift the chest, and take your blanket from the mat, but keep it handy. From here, let's move to table. And then we're going to rock the chest forward, flex the elbows, and we're going to lower the chest, lower the pelvis, the legs straighten, and then place the elbows right under your shoulders with the forearms parallel and the palms towards the floor. From here, this is a Sphinx pose. Let's bring the legs and the feet together. It's like you just grew a tail from your lower back. And we're going to not just hang out here, we're actively press against the forearms and the legs, activate the back muscles and lift the chest, holding position. Just keep your neck neutral, don't drop your neck, your head. Keep moving the chest slightly up, noticing the muscle of the spine, how they get super engaged here to keep the torso lifted. It's not just the support of your forearms here, but it should be more than your back muscles are holding you up in position. Of course, you are lifting as you breathe. Then slowly lower the chest. Bring the palms by your rib cage. Draw the chin to your chest and lift into cobra and hold into cobra now. So the lifted is not as high, but don't use too much the support of the hands to keep your back muscles engaged. Activate again, back muscles, lifting the chest off the mat. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Elbows by your rib cage. Keep your neck neutral. Breath is flowing. Inhale, press the palms against the mat and lift the chest. Bend the knees. Move the hips to child's pose. Relax your lower back. That was a big back bend. So relax and breathe as you loosen up any tension on your middle back, lower back, and hips. Breathe through this. And lift the head, lift the chest, drop the legs to one side, and bring the feet to the front of the mat. So let's all meet to the front of the mat here. Bend the knees and hug yourself a little bit just to stretch the upper spine, create space in between the shoulder blades. And then lift the chest and place the forearms and the elbows right under your shoulders. It's not back here, it's not there, it's right on. And then we lift the chest and then we pick up the feet off the mat. From here, we're going to flex the feet and straighten the legs, lower, flex the knee, and bend the knees, open the knees out. And guide the legs wide as your hips, straighten the legs, flex the feet, engage the core. Bend the knees, sole of the feet together, knees out. And straighten the legs and hip width apart and straighten, flex the feet lower. Activate the lower back, the lower abdominal muscles, flex the knee, sole of the feet together, open the knees out. And the legs together, straighten forward and lower and hold. And flex sole of the feet together, knees out. There's a mobilization of the hips here too. And bring the thighs and knees and straighten forward, lower, hold. Sole of the feet together, knees out. Couple more. Straighten the legs forward, flex the feet lower, hold. Bend the knees, sole feet together, open the knees. One more. Bring the legs together, straighten forward, flex the feet lower, hold. And bend the knees, sole of the feet together, knees out. Lower the feet down. Now bring the hips towards the heels and then slowly release your head down. Bring the blanket or the towel to protect your head. Take a moment with the knees bent and the hands to your belly. Use your breath here again, belly breathing if you like, even better. And then grab your block, please, okay? Grab your block again. So have your feet wide as your hips and the heels right under the knees. Pick up the pelvis and then slide the block right under your sacrum. Make sure it's not on your lower back, down your sacrum. From here, and in level 1, have your block in level 1, please. Let's all have the block in level 1. From here, keep the arms down by your side, chin in, and we're going to Lift into the pelvis and exhale, lower slowly, tap gently the block and lift high. Slowly lower in control. When you touch the block, you lift with inhale high. You lower slowly in control. The moment you touch, you lift high. Exhale, lower slowly, slowly, touch and lift. Exhale, slowly, slowly, lower, touch and up. In control, exhale, slowly, lower, lower, touch and up. In control, slowly exhale, lower, touch and lift. 3 more. In control, you lower, you touch and lift quick. In control, you exhale, you lower, touch and lift. One last. And release the spine down towards the block. Hug yourself, feet off the mat, and bring the thighs into the chest. Relax your lower back. Now bring the legs up to the sky. Flex the knee, lower the heels down. Legs up, flex and lower. Legs up, flex and lower. Flex and release. Lower the left foot down. We're going to do IT band stretch with the block under the sacrum. Place the left foot on top of your left thigh and then holding with both hands the hamstring or the shin. In this case, just those are your only two options. We're not straightening the leg up to the sky. In this case, just holding from hamstring or shin. Keep the breath moving here. And let go. Left foot down, switch legs. Right foot is on the mat. Left foot comes on top of your your right thigh, and with both hands holding from the right hamstrings or your right shin. And release and lower the feet down towards the mat. From here, guide the feet together and then open the knees out. So the sole of the feet are together now. We are still on the block on the sacrum, not lower back, please. Open the knees out, open the arms in T position with the palms facing up. And just do your best here to relax your inner thighs, your hips, your pelvic floor, your glutes. And slowly guide the thighs and the knees together. Now walk the right foot to the right corner of the mat, turn the right foot out, and the left foot to the left corner of the mat and turn the left foot out. So we are here, iliopsoas, releasing. Now slowly flex one knee at a time. Placing the heel under the knees, both feet wide as your hips. Pick up the pelvis, keep at the lower spine. Take the block from underneath you slowly, in control, one vertebra at a time. Release the spine towards the floor. From here, feet off the mat, hug yourself and stretch and release your lower back. Hold there in position. If you like, you can give yourself a self massage, just rocking from side to side if that feels right for you. Keep the knees bent, hands to your knees. Let's make few circles with the knees in one direction, gently mobilizing those hips and giving again a massage on your lower back, going the same direction first and going into the opposite direction. Back through center, lower the feet down wide as your hips, arms in T position. Let's do some windshield wiping movement here. Dropping the legs to one direction and the head goes into the opposite direction. Just mobilizing here, last one, last time the neck and the legs and the hips. And slowly return back through center, straightening both legs, turn the feet out in both corners of the mat and guide the arms somewhere in between hips and shoulders, palms facing up. Make any adjustment you need into your upper spine, middle back. Release your shoulder blades and now welcome to Shavasana. This is the moment we're going to do our best here to let go any tension, tightness. This is where we do our best to send the message to all the muscles, tendons, ligaments from the skin all the way to the deep, deep part within our bodies, all those internal organs, the blood, veins, everything is going to find the space for oxygen and blood to move within the body, bringing nourishment, bringing relaxation, stillness, and peace in the mind and the body. Feel your breath moving in and out. You experience relaxation and peace all over the body. You are slowly, inch by inch, melting down towards the mat. Very slowly. Begin to deepen your breath. Gently rock your head from side to side. Wiggle toes, fingers, move your wrist, your ankles. Take your time as you bring movement back to the body, gently back to the body. With your next inhale, arms coming overhead, and you reach through the point of your toes and your fingertips, creating space in between each vertebrae. And as you exhale, you flex your knees, you hug yourself, and then you roll over to your right side, and you remain on your right side in fetal position as an extension of your Shavasana from a different position. Now slowly the head comes last. Let's all find a way to sit comfortably. The shoulders back and down. Eyes closed. Soft muscles in the face. Going to notice here the inhale, and as we inhale, we're going to notice the end of the inhalation, of the top of the inhalation before you exhale. So as you exhale, you're going to notice at the end of the exhalation, the end of the exhalation before, it just maybe takes 1 second to take your next inhale. But we're going to move the breath slowly. So we're going to inhale slowly, notice the end for 1 second, and then we're going to welcome the exhalation in control as we go all the way to the end of the exhalation. Notice the end, 1 second, and then we take the next inhalation. It's going to be a cycle of breathing, noticing the 4 points of the breath. Just keep the spine lifted and begin to watch your breath with the end of each end of inhales and the exhales. 2 more rounds, please. Begin to bring regularly natural breathing. Let go the awareness of the stops in between inhalation, exhalations, and just breathe naturally. Guiding the hands together into the heart center. This is Anjali Mudra. Taking the moment here to notice the breath, to notice the state of the mind. Notice if the mind feels at ease and calm. If that is the case for all of us, let's do our best to keep moving forward, at least for this next hour, trying to keep that quality of peaceful mind, relaxed state of the mind, as much as we can, as long as we can. Oh, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we are all asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. The peace we all need within our hearts and our minds. The peace we all need to interact in our daily lives with our dear loved ones, friends, co-workers, people we encounter in our daily day. And especially sending out peace for our natural world all over the world. And I thank you all very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.